Jamey would always make these CDs for us, which were essentially practice CDs, and each band member would get one because it would have their part like the loudest, and so mine would be like drums loudest or whatever. Dennis would be like guitar the loudest, and you would just learn it, and then everywhere we tried to practice before the January 9th show, something bad would happen. It would be like the cops would come, or the parents said we couldn't play, or the neighbors complained, or whatever, and it was just every single time we would try to practice somewhere, something would go wrong. And then, so eventually, like, I think it was like 2 weeks before, maybe even a week before, it was just like, make sure you practice by yourself, because that's all we could do. All we could make sure is that each member practiced by themselves. And so I was listening to that thing nonstop, like 24/7 as much as I could. It was like CD in my car, CD on my Xbox, so I'd play a game and listen to it. And I eventually knew the shit like the back of my hand, And then it was like we didn't even see each other for a couple days before, like everybody pretty much. So the January 9th show was like, oh, hey, like it just no one really talked to each other before then. It was just like, we got to play this show. And we had a DJ opener for that night, and I remember being super nervous again, but at the same time I really knew everything, so I was confident in that. I was just nervous at how many people ended up showing up. There was a shit ton of people that were just there. It was packed. And I really we made shirts, and I made the logo on Photoshop, which was essentially the Mortal Kombat logo, but it was Zebra Mountain, so it was a zebra instead of a dragon, and I liked that a lot of the people were wearing that shirt to the show, which was cool.